Hello everyone and welcome back to Anno once more. Welcome back to some fighting in between, clearing up Miss Hunt's last island in the New World, this time for certain. Is it for certain? I think it is for certain, so we are just doing some very important work here, as we can see. The morale is already crumbling. We do have a nice range, however, I think we are not really able to fire through all of this one here, right? So we might still need to go around there. I hope not, because really those sea mines are devastating. And yeah, let's just have a look at that. My dreadnoughts are quite used by now. I'm already having 2 again in the queue, so of course we're reconstructing them or constructing them back, remodeling our fleet all the time. With dreadnoughts, there's not really that much that we need to do. Oh my goodness, I'm babbling around too much today. And as we can see, this is looking rather good for us. There's some airships here, scattered still. I wonder what she's doing with all these airships once there's no port anymore. I guess just like previously, they will just sit around. This is a bit problematic there right now. I think we don't really have the best range. It's only this one here. They should really give up at this point. There's no use anymore in trying something. But of course, since it's the last island here in the New World, they're really fighting hard to the last, but that's it. And with that, all the islands now are gone for Miss Hunt. This is of course a serious blow to her. She's now in the old world only. Quite strong, quite strong. She's got 4 major islands over here, as we can see. And yeah, she's got the power. To be honest, it's looking quite bad here. Taking over something like this is a nightmare. So my dreadnoughts will probably not be enough. She's got so many big baddies over there. They're doing massive amounts of damage. She's got some flag emplacements there as well, so she's using different type of towers as well on top of that. And she's got the anti-armor gun as well. So this is not going to be something you should take lightly. Taking it over with shares is not possible, because with the Combat Overhaul mod, as we can see, it would take 700 million credits just to take the final share for one of these islands here. The other island being at 370 million. So we really need to take over this here by force. At some point, I guess. We definitely will need to take something here to drop her military score, which seems ever so impossible, to be honest. Quickly check it out again. If there's any chance here, there is not. We could still go with trying to get her up there again, right, with some gifts. I think there's not going to be any fighting for the foreseeable future now, because the New World, there's not going to be any clashes, right? And also in Cape Trelawney and in Mbesa, there's not going to be any clashes anymore. So we might try to get the rep up there with her and try to get on good terms. Now we continue onwards. With this island here, we're going to rename this here quickly to Fabes. One of my Patreon supporters, El Presidente, thank you very much for that, for your generous support, making this channel possible as well. And what we want to do in Fabes is that we want to get the chocolate production up. We do have Theseus over there, which is empty at the moment. What is Theseus doing in Arundel, though? Oh yes, there is the fertilizer. Oh my goodness, totally forgot about that. Very important item there indeed, because it's going to give us a nice boost to my crop plantations basically. And also we are going to take some timber and also some bricks then and get it over to Fabes, because in Fabes, first of all, we do need of course our commute pier for the 15 influence that it'll cost us. There you go. And with that, we already have now the workforce shared. I'm not going to build up another city, of course. We do have plenty of workforce, really, that we can use for our chocolate production. In Crown Falls, chocolate production or chocolate consumption is really high at 27, right? That means we are going to need quite a lot of that next product that we have over there. With the 27, we might also consider boosting it as well. We can also reap the rewards of one of our exhibitions, and it's not looking so bad. T-Rex and Neanderthal skeleton, giving me 50 attractiveness each for the museum, also some ammonites. This was actually really good. 2 legendary items. Let's just use them here. The 50 is going to be a nice booster. And also this one here, as we can see, boosting me up there. Of course, with a very good museum and very good attractiveness, more tourists will flood to Crown Falls for the glory of our capital. while we're in Crown Falls, let's continue also with a bit of city expansion once more. For that, however, we do need to get rid of these lumberjack huts and also sawmills that we have there. So that's 4 of them. I'm just going to delete them really because moving them from here will be pretty problematic there to me. Let's get rid of the warehouses there. Of course, we lost now 4 sawmills. Let's make it 6 sawmills plus the lumberjack huts, right? As we're getting also closer then to the Crown Falls themselves, we need to be more careful of what we are using. So that was 6 sawmills. However, of course, we don't need to replace it with 6 sawmills. The only thing that's problematic here would be the production of logs, because as we can see, we do have a pretty high consumption of logs because of our sewing machine factories. Let's go ahead and continue with some lumberjack huts with that. Let's go ahead with 2 here. Oh, there's lots of roads here that I really don't need, plus the warehouse. Let's push it away all. We still have some sheep farms as well that we are using for the sail makers, right? But we theoretically we don't need that many of them, of course. And then I just have some more here and here and here and also there and perhaps this one there, right? So that's lots of lumberjack huts now. Some of them need to reforest. That's fine. Let's just get us a direct road connection. So the important thing is that we do get at least some logs in again, right? Plus, of course, some timber then at least as well. So we still have 6 sawmills in Crown Falls. I've deleted 6. Let's go ahead and just replace, let's just say 3. So those 3 here we can have. And with that, we still have 9 sawmills, which is still really enough for any kind of timber in the future. Very good. 2 more. Dreadnoughts coming out again. We lost 2. We lost 3, I think. And 2 of them are coming in. And the rest of the influence we're going to keep to ourselves then as well. There is some battle cruisers over there. We might take them out while we can. How's it looking there with my... we're still losing again though, right? So there's not that much of a chance here that we boost our reputation up with Hunt. She really, really despises us at this point. Anywho, we can continue. Let's have the main road that extends then all the way up here to the mining sector and then to my industry sector, right? In that case, let's just make sure that we do have also here then this road going into the industry zone. And then, of course, it continues into that area. And we probably will want to have them, because there's going to be the palace, of course. We're probably going to have then a nice triple road going up here. Something like that. For that, I will also need to move those warehouses there. Let's do this. You just need to move them around there, really, with some roads in between. And then, of course, they're still working, right? They don't have a road connection, though, at the moment. Now it's not working anymore. I was wondering there for a second. Let's just make it like so. There we have it again. So we're misusing this area for lumberjacks right now, of course not forever. For now, this is the road then that leads to the palace grounds, and we can just happily continue here with some additional city building. We do need that really. Let's go ahead, have another marketplace and pub in that area. It's probably the last ones that we have then out there. And then I just go ahead with some additional blocks of houses that we're going to squeeze in. Also along the tracks here, we are going to keep a bit of a buffer then as well, as we're moving now into that industrial zone. By the way, since that is the industrial zone and we now have residents, we might also consider extending then the wall system over there. However, we do have a trade union there. Now with the trade union, it's a bit tricky because there's other trade unions that overlap then. And unfortunately, I will not be able to use them. I don't think we do need a trade union there anyway. However, for completion's sake, I should still have one, right? Something over there. However, for that reason, then we should keep some of that area here available for more factories, I guess. Or let's just get rid of that trade union there. I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to need it in the foreseeable future. And then we just have the wall extending all the way over there. And with that, a few more people then living here. And yeah, this is looking quite okay to me now. We do also have then the buffer zone over there. And of course, more farmers. Actually, we are going to use those farmers to upgrade now those guys here that are closest once more. So these guys here, we can all upgrade them. Really, that was 700 farmers being consumed. And as we can see, then we have more workers again that we can upgrade just nicely. As we are, yeah, increasing the density also this far out now from the city. Yeah, my dreadnoughts are coming in, so we can destroy those battle cruisers there. Shouldn't be a big deal. These are advanced battle cruisers, so they take a few more hits. Even then, they're no match against dreadnoughts.
Almost believe you weren't here. Prepare to fire.
We still should also check out Tabram. So there's the mud bricks now coming in from the last episode. We also have lots of hibiscus tea. So first of all, let's upgrade that warehouse here, the trading post, to the next level, looking a bit more dandy. And then we have our hibiscus tea that I should really unlock for them to increase also happiness. There you go. And what we still can do is also, of course, extending the city itself. We should definitely do this. Where is my high density one that I've been using? This one there. I like that a lot, with its own special courtyard entrance then in the center. Probably also once more here, but that's the end of it then. I should not exaggerate. And then we have just some normal blocks there as well. And over there I wanted to have then my marketplace, of course. That should have also some room around it. Right, and probably with the mud bricks that we have now, we should also be thinking about the next service building for Tabram. Can we already build it? The monastery. No, we cannot build it yet, but we are very close to that as well. Now with that, let's continue having just a few more here. By the way, we should probably, there is a musician's court, have another musician's court then in this area for those jolly good people. And let's have the entrance then here like that, and then probably also here like that. And then we can have some green area around it, right? So does that look good? I guess so. I mean, with ornaments, it will look fantastic. And then we have some higher density buildings there as well, like this. Go ahead, and then some more on that side. Make a courtyard block out of it, like that one. For ornaments, we could, for example, think about those shelters that we can have on these sites here, also closer to the marketplace then, right? Then perhaps campfire. I don't know. It seems like a pretty dry area. Campfires might not be the best, but let's have one here by the shelter. Then we have those sheds. No, not really. We don't want any homeless here. We have the way camp. Yeah, that we could still have there. And then, of course, lots of trees, especially here, closer to the road, providing shade, right? And some cool area to cool down and also to play around a bit there. We can, of course, also still continue with some upgrades. Those guys here, they still need the market. For that, we do have the mud bricks, and I could think about now paving the road as well for Tabram. Also increasing then the range of these. So let's just have a look at that. It's a beautiful texture that we can use there. And this is extending the reach, of course, just like everywhere really, for the marketplace, so that we can upgrade more people. But of course, just those few tiles already cost me all the mud bricks that we have, so not much more I can do. However, we can upgrade just more people. Let's do this. Also, there you go. These guys here we can also upgrade now along the main road, reaching a major district level. That sounds ominous. District of what? We'll just see. And then perhaps a few more here, leading to more elders. I think with that, do we have now the monastery? Ever so closely. Just need to make sure that we have all the production. Dried meat is out and goat milk would be out. So we can just continue with the already pre-built goat farms here, those two. And then also those two here should lead to enough production already for the milk. And for the dry meat, we do need, let's make 2 more salt works there. And then we still have our farms. Let's build the remaining 4 of them. And with that, I'm able to build 2 more dry houses. I think, is it that one here? Yep, that one. And once we have some timber there, 2 more tons. There you go. We can also squeeze it in then just there, and this should lead to enough again. Upgrading that one here will be probably pretty important. Now, while M-Besa is growing, let's continue with a trading post upgrade for Fabes, and also with the first storage depots here then. It's going to be quite busy in Fabes, I guess, so we definitely should make sure that we have enough storage available. So let's build us those, yeah, let's make it those 4 storage depots there, right? And with that, we can unload the remainings of our building materials that I've prepared. All of that coming in, especially lots of timber there as well. Let's just get those ships now to the other big cities so that we can get more building materials then afterwards. And probably also here Martinez, which has a very nice production of bricks and timber. Now for Fabes itself, you will notice, if you're prone to Anno addiction, you'll know that the chocolate actually needs sugar, and that needs sugar cane. We don't have that in Fabes, nor do I want to import it now from somewhere else. So for the first time, we're going to use now an industrial hacienda. So an hacienda really just for the purpose of production. In that case, however, the hacienda will still need some population to extend its reach. And we do have a very problematic layout here, right? So it's very thin in the center, and then very broad in the outer reaches. So we are just going to have one hacienda over there. So this is then sugar production, and here we're going to have the chocolate production. In the center, we are going to have then the cocoa production, and then we have the chocolate production. Let's just have a look at that. Have the hacienda then over there. I think it's kind of romantic to have this solitary hacienda out there in the woods, right? That is then providing for everything. There you go, with its basic output. And then we are also going to need, of course, some jornaleros that are living close by. Just have a double road there. And this is really just a small hacienda, providing some workforce and, yeah, well, of course, also the area of influence that it has. And I think we could also go ahead with some obreros then right away. Of course, what they still need, though, is, yeah, some fried plantains we might provide. It's still important, though, that we continue with our Tabram story there as well, while the other things are developing in the background. And we do need, for starters, we do need to get some materials over there to Kitima's lighthouse, that is dried meat and tapestries. There's the flag monitor. Tapestries might be a problem. We don't have them yet. So next production up and go. And that is something that actually requires elders. Now for the tapestry, we do need the linseed once more. We already have that, right? We already have linseed farms, but it's really not enough. And we don't have a lot of space in Tabram. And also the indigo. Do we have perhaps linseed and indigo on one island? That might be perfect. We do have indigo here. We don't have any other island, unfortunately. There would be indigo as well. We could also just find something new. I think there is some more islands somewhere here. Here, nope. I think we're looking grim out. It's looking grim out there. Yep, we don't have any other islands, right? Hugo has linseed and indigo in one of his islands down here, but that's it. We cannot really use that. Let's have this island here called Swansk, one of my supporters. Thank you very much. What we need to do here first is building a smaller city. Really small, I should say. This is where we do have indigo, right? So indigo we have over there. Right now we have a tapestry consumption of 1. It's probably going up to 4 long-term wise, so it's really not that big of a deal. There would be 8 indigo plantations that we need long-term wise. We do have lots of fertile soil already in Swansk. I might just keep this river slot available for that whole area, and those 2 here then, actually, it's just this one here for perhaps mud brick production later down the road. Who knows about that? Over here, we're going to have a smaller village then, really, for a smaller Mbesan village, something like that, with a smaller marketplace. And perhaps also, yeah, the musician's quarters, 20 timber. That's expensive. We live in a world where timber is expensive. Let's go ahead and have once a timber production, also something like that, right? Just something small. And then we have a smaller population here. We are going to need some farmers for our indigo. And they're just scattered around the marketplace here. Very good. Some road connection. And I think that should be all the workforce that we're going to need. But let's just have them move in, and then we'll see. Now we can also get rid of the remaining Wansa timber and get back to Swansk over there, out to Tabram. And in Swansk, this is now being then built up. We probably will need a bridge then over there. Bridge only costing us some credits. That's very good. There's also a beach, but I'm not going to use that beach for anything really. Oh, there's a ship under attack, and that is my flag monitor that is at Archie. There is a fleet, a smaller one of Miss Hunt coming in from the old world. So I might just send my 2 dreadnoughts over there. That was not very kind. They just spawned here at the end of it, and of course are destroying now my flag monitor, which is definitely going to be too slow. But my dreadnoughts will do the rest. Alright, we can actually squeeze in quite a lot of these indigo plantations right here along the river. That would be even more than 8, right? And we still have some fertile ground down here for, I guess, 2 more plantations if we want. And then we would need to take the water canals then into action, right? Yeah, Miss Hunt is a bit active right now in Beza with her airships attacking my islands, but it's not that big of a deal. There's also a schooner, Wrath of Kashta, coming in. That is a mighty name for a schooner, I should say. Very intimidating. And this one has also some monster timber once more. And of course also on this island here we're going to have a smaller village. All about really the population for the farmers. And we do have the linseed farms. We do have a nice big river system here. There's probably just 1 water pump being needed then to also start this production here. But tapestries, as we can see, is a bit more complicated than the previous production. Simply because we do need so many different products.
Buildings abandoned.
And then probably some more here. Just some smaller blocks really. Those people don't really need anything. They also don't need food and stuff like that. They can just live off the sun and be happy with it.
Get well soon.
There you go. And we probably will build this whole mess here right away. We also have some more Monster Timber coming in. Meanwhile, Swansk is looking good, right? All of them have moved in now, leading to 80 workforce that we have. And for the indigo farm, one of them will need just, I think, 10 days, right? 20! Oh, okay. Then we do need a few more of them, actually. Let's go ahead. 20 days. This will need more buildings. But of course, we can provide. Over there, over here, and whoop-de-doo over there as well. Just by the beach, really. Getting us that population that we have. So 5 we could already build with that expansion, probably up to 8 hopefully. And then this one needs the linseed, and that's only 5 shepherds though, right? Oh, that's a huge difference there in workforce. It's going to make it all the easier then for us as well, of course, because we don't need to have that many buildings here. That's just looking good. And then we just get the road all the way down here. And this is where we're probably going to have at least 1 water pump. That is going to be then for this whole area. There it is, right? And then we can have the canal system going up like that.
A competitor raised a settlement.
And boom, that's really it of what all we need right now. There's still the canal that I can get up there so that we can finish those fields here instead of having it like this. I think it would look just more clean if we can have the fertile ground right over here, right? And then we have way more space than here for more expansion. The only thing that I need to think of is a road or a bridge going here to the other side, and then also one more going to just see going all the way down here so that we have a connection with those canals then here down the road. But that's really something for way later then, right? With that, yeah, this production is running. We do only need around 4 indigo farms right now. 140 we have. There's the 4 that we need, so let's go ahead and build them right away. Boom, 21 timber, and production is now up and running. Beautiful fields, beautiful colorful fields that we have. And they are providing now everything that we need for our tapestries. So that's the 4 for 2 tapestry looms. And then we got the 4 linseed farms for also 2 tapestry looms. The only thing I will need then is a trade route. I might actually use one of my flag monitors that we have in the area. I don't have a cargo ship really. We could get us a cargo ship over. That would be the best decision in my life so far. Let's get it over there. The Tabram. This is going to be the one of the trade routes then down the road. And actually, wait a second, what's the name of the ship that we're having there right now? Orient 2. We could actually get Orient 2 on it right away. Oh god. Yeah, it's Miss Hunt again. Really something. Orient 2. And Orient 2 is also going to be in a new group, right? So it's going from Swansk over there to these islands here. In Swansk, it's going to pick up my indigo that we're producing over there. Nothing in yet, but I'm pretty sure it's coming in soon. In Strathrancor, oh god, that is a name that we'll need to change. We're going to pick up the linseed. And we're going to unload all of that in Tabram. And Orient 2, there you are. Going for this one. And we're going to assign this to a new group that we're creating. And this new group is being called then, of course, Beza. And there we have it. New group. And delivering everything then to Tabram, where we're going to make tapestries out of that. To be able to finish that next main mission that probably, hopefully, not very most likely is going to unlock us the scholars then. Let's also purchase that share back. And by the way, how's it looking in Sohom? Or in Shodex, I think she actually, yeah, she reduced the share tag over here. So we're looking very good there again. So all you doomsdayers out there, screw you. We keep that island here to ourselves. With that, stay tuned.
Ship under attack.